Ready to talk about some Arrow? They came with some heat this month. They came with some heat for August,
They came out to play.
They came out to play in August, but they also did one thing that really pissed me off. And I wonder if anyone out there is feeling the same way that I'm feeling, and we'll get to that moment in this Arrow segment.
RoboCop again.
But no, they didn't release RoboCop again. I'll tell you when we get there.
Are we buying RoboCop for a fourth time?
Russ, if I do, you're going to too.
Right.
We got to. No, Russ, coming with some heat is Arrow in August, and the first title up for discussion is the Mexico Trilogy.
Time to get messy.
Now, I've got the Mexico duology.
Yes.
Which is duology.
Yeah, that's what we all referred to it as in the 90s.
The double feature. And that's El Mariachi and Desperado here in one release. I've got that one. But that's
a classy release, man.
It's a nice release. I love that double feature. But Arrow is one-upping me on my duology because they're putting out the Mexico Trilogy that has obviously El Mariachi and Desperado, but also Once Upon a Time in Mexico.
I'm waiting for the Spy Kids quadrilogy.
Is that real?
With Shark Boy and Lava Girl as a special feature.
Oh, on Blu-ray. while the others are on 4K. From Arrow.
So you've got, I mean, I think the outer box, I don't know. I think it's okay.
That is the best it's ever been. Anywhere. In fact, it's too good.
It doesn't like grab me. It looks like I actually like the inner art on the 3 releases. You can't really see them all here.
It looks like Indiana Jones.
It kind of does. I actually don't mind how those appear to look. That outer one is okay. And then inside, you've got 3 double-sided posters, some other looks like original, maybe bigger artwork. I'm not sure. And then a booklet that goes with all of them.
Those are the original posters.
Yes. So it's coming out August 27th, US, UK, and Canada. And it had been rumored for a while. I don't know if you remember this. There was pictures that had cropped up all over the internet before where there was like a card for it in like someone's Arrow release. You know, Arrow does it sometimes. It'll be like an ad for something upcoming or something they're doing or selling, but it would just be Desperado.
Yes, I was privy to that information already. How charming.
But anyway, so this is the set. You're getting El Mariachi and Once Upon a Time in Mexico on Blu-ray, and you're getting Desperado in 4K. That's what's happening here. So it doesn't, and the Desperado is also coming with a Blu-ray, so it's a 4-disc set. I don't know. There really isn't anything that mentions a picture upgrade to the other 2 on Blu-ray. It just says high definition transfer, high definition, release or something. Whereas Desperado's got a 4K restoration from the original camera negative. Like it's on there. So
what's your problem?
What are you talking about? We can handle it.
I'm just giving the news, Russ. I'm just sharing the details.
Didn't you want a Blu-ray of Once Upon a Time in Mexico?
No. I mean, I have that on DVD. I do have that on DVD. So there's a lot of new features that are coming with this. There's a lot of interviews that are coming with it. A lot, like Robert Rodriguez came back to talk about all these, obviously. He's an interview on every one of these.
He likes to talk.
He does. Plus a lot of other people that are coming back to talk about these. So you're getting, a lot of that kind of stuff. And I think it's just around $60-ish, if I recall seeing it. I think it's listed for $70 on Arrow, but a little bit cheaper elsewhere. Which honestly isn't a bad price for 3 films and this whole treatment.
Yeah. That's not
$60. Price range.
You're getting 2 Blu-rays and 1 4K. It's about $20 each.
I know what it means. Thank you.
When I saw that price and I saw this, I was sort of tempted to just get this because, I think if the other ones were 4K, I absolutely would have. The fact that these are blue and I already have the one on Blu-ray already, and if there's no upgrade, who cares? And the other movie, I don't even really care for that much, and I've got that on DVD and I'm probably fine. So luckily for me, and maybe people like me, they're releasing Desperado solo in a solo steelbook, which is pretty awesome.
I know.
It's limited edition, obviously, so it might not be around forever.
So what's your problem?
I have none here. I got no problem now. And it's coming with their original art, which is always a plus. Mm-hmm. Gotta love that.
I have a question about this. Is this going to be one of those Sleepy Hollow Steelbook deals? You notice how it looks like it fans out on the right side?
Well, actually, before you go any further, that's actually a booklet that comes with it.
Thank you for answering my question.
For everyone at home that wasn't aware either, that is a booklet, which is kind of funny because normally these don't come with booklets, but it does come with a booklet.
Muchas gracias.
And also, which I didn't kind of realize, is that Sony has the rights to this movie, which they could have probably put this out in a steelbook, but they gave it to Arrow, and Arrow putting this out in US and UK and everywhere else, I think might put the kibosh on Sony doing anything for it, but interesting that they didn't choose to put it out themselves.
That is truly unbelievable.
I mean, it's kind of smart. Desperado, in my mind, is a title that fits Arrow perfectly.
Yeah, and I don't know about anyone's, thoughts on the trilogy as a whole, but Desperado is a, must buy for me.
Yeah.
Pre-ordered it instantly.
I pre-ordered this as well.
Yeah.
One, that box set's a joke. I get El Mariachi being on Blu-ray, but why is Once Upon a Time not in 4K?
I don't know how it wasn't maybe shot a weird way. Who knows?
Lucky for me, I never saw Once Upon a Time. So
yeah.
I've only seen El Mariachi, and I saw that once when I was in 8th grade.
Yeah.
I don't even remember it, to be honest
right.
with you. I've never owned any of these because to me, Desperado has had a very shit release history in physical media from DVD on. I don't ever remember there being a stellar release of Desperado. Do you? Like, think about how many times, like, for reference, think of Evil Dead. We've had Steelbooks, Book of the Dead, every edition imaginable. Whereas Desperado, I feel like, always got the most basic treatment.
I could see that.
As soon as this was announced, as you said, original artwork, pre-ordered.
Pre-ordered it.
Pre-ordered. Don't need the other two, especially if it looks like there's no care put into them. Yeah. And honestly, that artwork on the box is uninspired. I know they're doing that because different Mariachi does not have Banderas and all that. They're trying to make you think this is a trilogy with Banderas and all three.
No.
But it's still, even for that, even if you're trying to hide something, it's still lackluster art.
About as good as it can be.
Dude, I love this movie so much. We've been talking about this a little bit lately just because of soundtracks and stuff.
You remember like a month ago I said this exact thing. I was like, why isn't there a great 4K of Desperado?
Right, I know.
And then they announced this.
There's like every few years there's like itch to like watch it again. I mean, I remember watching this movie like 5 years or so after it come out on TV. It was like late night on USA, and I turned it on right at the, like basically at the end.
This is one you're not going to want to see through to the end.
I turned it on when guitar cases are becoming missile launchers and all this stuff, and I was like, "What is?"
Wait. So you didn't see this like when it came?
No.
Oh God! See, this was a movie I jumped on immediately because of the Tarantino connection.
It had passed me.
I knew he was in it. The whole thing.
Dude,
that was honestly in '95 when I was 13. I had just seen Reservoir Dogs and Pulp Fiction, and I was like, "Oh shit, Tarantino!" This guy's. I was like, immediately watching it. I thought you did the same thing.
No, and that's my point. Is like as soon as I saw that ending. And I was like, Jesus. So I forget if I rented it or whatever. And as soon as I saw Tarantino, the music, and Steve Buscemi, like all these people that are in it, and obviously Antonio Banderas being completely awesome, the vibe, the music, the action. I was at the ripe age for Salma Hayek to make a deep impact on me.
I was 13.
So... But anyway, it was just like, you know what else is kind of funny is I had seen From Dusk Till Dawn before this. So all of a sudden there's some crossover. There's some crossover there. So especially like the dick gun that Tom Savini has. I knew that from Dusk Till Dawn. And then when I saw it in his guitar case, I was like, oh shit. I knew that now, okay, I'm watching the movie that came before this, and they've got these kind of like crossovers. I thought it was pretty interesting.
No, dude. Oh, God. I knew it right off the bat in 95 or, well, I guess maybe when it hit video, maybe it was 96 or something. But I remember, dude, the whole like piss joke thing with Tarantino.
Yeah, dude, it's great.
That's right.
Yeah. I didn't know that about you. I thought you were like day one with this. No. I always knew you loved it.
No, I was,
and I always assumed you loved it. I still get the impression you love it more than I do, but make no mistake, I think this is a fantastic movie.
Oh yeah.
And dare I say, over the years, I feel like this has gone down in stature.
I don't know why.
I feel like in the 90s, this was recognized as a very popular, critically acclaimed, audiences loved it, but I feel like it's almost been forgotten.
Oh.
No, it's like an incredible action movie that is, I mean, done in a very efficient, low budgety kind of way. It's like they really pull off so much great stuff. I will say, when I first looked on Arrow, it was $50 for this.
Really?
I did not pay $50, but I was pretty shocked to see that that's what it was going. It was like $49.99. But then, you know, places like, I think it was Diabolic that I got it from. I think I got it for $38, maybe. I don't know where. I don't know what.
Mine was $42.
Yeah, it's something to that effect, which is like about normal, $38.99 these days. And it might, I don't know if costs come down at some point and on any of those websites, like sometimes it does on Amazon. I'm not sure, but I pre-ordered it anyway for that. I mean,
me too. You got to lock in on this.
Yeah, you got to lock in.
And for me, I have no issue with like, oh, one day they're going to put out Once Upon a Time in Mexico in 4K, because I don't care. This is the dream scenario. This is exactly what they should have done with this trilogy.
Yeah. And shout out to Diabolic too, by the way, because I had only ordered from Orbit DVD. I had never ordered from Diabolic DVD, and so I created a username and I made 4K Kings the username. So Diabolic, do the right thing and just send it on over.
Always do the right thing.
That's it?
That's it.
So coming up next from Arrow, Russ, this is the moment that kind of made me a little angry. This is the moment that made me a little angry. Coming out August 13th, 4K, Ultra HD, US, UK, and Canada. What I'll call, and I wonder what else other people think out there, the bait and switch cover of the year.
Is it true?
And that's the Clash of the Titans, When Titans Ruled the Earth box set or collection. And that contains Clash of the Titans and it contains Wrath of the Titans. And when I saw this, I was like, oh crap. I can't believe it. Like I have this on Blu-ray from some like, you know, special edition from back in the day. I didn't even know they made a Wrath of the Titans. Holy shit. Like my mind's blown. Like this must be some unknown sequel, you know, like the Harry Hamlin jam. Like, holy shit. Like the Ray Harryhausen, whatever. I'm like, dude, look at this box and tell me you wouldn't have been confused like at least a little bit if you didn't really pay too close attention. Cause obviously that big monster in the back left, that's not in Clash of the Titans, but maybe it was in this unknown Wrath of the Titans movie that I had never seen. But lo and behold, it is not what I thought it was. And I feel like that cover is bullshit.
According to who? The gods.
Two things. One, I know it was really funny. You texted me.
They knew what they were doing.
You texted me the day this was announced. You were like, big announcements from Arrow. I was like, most excited about Clash of the Titans. And I was just like, cool. You know, I know you like that movie. I was thinking the same thing. You were the old one.
Yes.
You know, the 80, whatever year that was.
Yes.
And when I saw the announcement, when I actually saw it, I was like, hey, that's the remake. I was like, Matt likes the remake of Clash of the Titans?
No.
And I didn't even message you back, but I was like, he's a dickhead.
No, dude.
Then my second thought, though, was were these ever referred to as a duology, as When Titans Ruled the Earth?
No, they
my
weren't.
first thought when I saw that was Jurassic Park, and I was like, wow, that's lazy as hell. I thought of the When Dinosaurs Ruled, you know,
yes,
the thing falling. I was like, everything about this is just, you're right, it's cancer.
Dude, these are the Sam Worthington like bombs. Like,
they don't even say his name.
Like, look at.
Stop! It's like Beetlejuice. He might appear or something. Don't even.
I know.
He might show up in another movie if we say it 3 times. Stop.
I don't know why I was born.
They were really trying to make him work.
I know him. But
They were really trying to make Fetch happen, but it wasn't happening. Look at his hair there, for goodness sake.
It looks like Danny McBride.
I don't know, but seriously, like these movies were such bombs. It's so baffling to me that Arrow would put these out. If they're not that old, they're just what's widely regarded as not like just trash. Like I don't know what else to say. Are there people that really out there like this? I will say, not to say that you're wrong for liking it. I just am so shocked it's not the original ones and that this is the ones they decided to go with. The one thing that I was going to say too is, sorry, like lost my train of thought. It really messed me up, Russ. This whole thing really messed me up.
I know, dude. I was Sam Worthington's hair. I know.
I'm not going anywhere.
The comments that I read about this were, if you grew up with them, you enjoyed them. You liked them.
No, if you grew up with them, that was child abuse.
So the people that grew up with this would be how old now, would you say? In their early 20s?
mentally 11.
Early 20s, like, I'm just trying, whoever fits this framing of we grew up with it.
All right, but be honest, yes, there are probably young adults who may have grown up on this.
And that's what I'm saying. And that's where my kind of confusion sort of like dissipated a little bit, because I was like, okay, if you grew up with this, maybe you're in your 20s, you know, early, whatever. I forget when these even came out.
I'll blow your mind. I don't like the original Clash of the Titans.
Well, get out of here.
I think you should go.
I love that one. That's why I wanted this to be.
It. Trust me, I'd watch that any day of the week over Sam Worthington's Danny McBride hair.
I mean, I'm really kind of just too disgusted to look further, but I am curious to know, did anyone else feel duped like this? Am I just foolish? Are there people out there that legitimately like this?
Well,
Sell me on it. I rejected it based on it existing.
You should. And the duping was intentional. They want you to do that. They want you to make a mistake and accidentally order this.
I got duped. What's everyone saying out there, Lindsay, the producer?
I say, Lindsay, you can do it.
I love this one comment from Ian Hunt. The summer of 2009 of Sam Worthington was a horrible time to be on planet Earth.
2009. So it's 15 years ago.
Nah, you know what though? And I wanted to get it on. I wanted to do a segment about people who gotta go. And yes, we'll clown Sam Worthington. He is worthy of the red nose, but I don't care. And everybody who's watching can get as angry as they want. Ryan fucking Reynolds has to retire.
Here we go.
Okay.
Ryan Reynolds has got to go.
You're tired of it.
Dude, have you ever seen anyone fail upwardly? They tried this man and what about Ryan? Like, why is he still here?
He's still here. He's got
It's been a quarter of a century. To who? Soccer moms?
I don't know. That's why I feel like he's still around. He's got like a charisma.
These literally, if you name any genre, there's an example of, hey, we tried Ryan Reynolds here. Do it. Horror. Amityville Horror. Hey, let's do an action movie with Denzel.
Marvel.
Safe House. Oh, fuck. Sandra Bullock, romantic comedy, frat boy comedy.
Green Lantern.
Happens. Yeah, comic book movie. Shit, 10 comic book movies.
Me to the moon and back. That's a great f***ing deal.
He's got to go. He's part of the reason Hollywood's dying.
Well,
but anyway, back to Clash of the Titans.
He brought Rick Moranis out of retirement to sell cell phone plans.
Yeah, that's probably why Rick Moranis got assaulted. He's responsible for that too, Matt.
Wasn't that Steve Buscemi?
Both of them did. And Ryan Reynolds did it both.
And he did nothing.
He hit both of them.
Let's get off of Clash of the Titans. I had to share.
Though, Ryan Reynolds seems like a good guy. I'm just joking.
You are.
If. Only in theaters, May 17th.
If rated PG.